Hello and welcome to French Philosophers React, a philosophical take on the news headlines for today, September 14th, 2024. This is an AI-generated podcast intended as an engaging, relevant, and informative way to explore what French philosophers might think about the day's news. But like all AI, it can make mistakes. Use it for generating possible ideas, but don't rely on it as an authoritative guide to the news or to the details of French philosophy. In the news today, Donald Trump repeated racist and anti-immigrant claims about Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio, saying they have destroyed the town of 58,000 people by descending upon it with 20,000 migrants. He falsely claimed that migrants were stealing and eating pets and vowed to deport them back to Venezuela. The comments come after bomb threats were made against the town's government buildings and schools, prompting evacuations. Trump's remarks were condemned by President Joe Biden and Senator Kamala Harris, who called for an end to attacks on Haitian residents in Springfield. Commentary: The Other Within: How Our Perception of Identity Shapes Xenophobia. In the midst of a global crisis, where borders are being redrawn and cultures are colliding, we are forced to confront the darkest aspects of our own humanity. The recent comments by Donald Trump about Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio, serve as a stark reminder that the other, those who differ from us in language, customs, or origin, continues to be viewed as an obstacle to be overcome, rather than as equals with whom we share a common destiny. As Michel Serres astutely observes in The Natural Contract, the foreign is not just someone who comes from elsewhere, but also someone whose language and customs are different. It's this subtle distinction that allows us to justify prejudice and violence against those deemed different. Trump's claims about Haitian migrants, that they have destroyed the town of Springfield by descending upon it with 20,000 migrants, stealing and eating pets along the way, echo the same xenophobic undertones that have plagued human history. The other is not just a stranger, they are an affront to our very identity. But what if we were to reframe our understanding of this dynamic? What if we saw the other not as an adversary, but as an equal partner with whom we share a common destiny? Serres' words in Genesis offer us a glimpse into a more inclusive and ecologically aware understanding of human relationships. We must stop considering the other as a mere obstacle to be overcome. Instead, we should strive to see them as fellow travelers on this shared journey called life. This reframing is crucial, for it allows us to confront our own biases and prejudices head-on. When we view the other as an equal partner, we are forced to acknowledge that their experiences, perspectives, and cultures are just as valid as our own. This realization should give us pause, especially in light of Trump's comments about Haitian migrants. His words betray a fundamental misunderstanding of the human condition, one that sees difference as something to be feared rather than celebrated. But what lies beneath this fear? Is it not a deep-seated anxiety about losing control over our own identities? Serres' thoughts on identity and difference in Biogia offer us some insight into this conundrum. He argues that our perception of identity is filtered through a lens of cultural and historical context, which can lead us to view certain groups as inherently foreign or threatening. This process of othering, where we project our own fears and anxieties onto the other, serves only to reinforce existing power dynamics. In this light, Trump's comments about Haitian migrants take on a more sinister hue. His words are not just xenophobic, they are also a desperate attempt to cling to an identity that is rapidly slipping away from him. The bomb threats against Springfield's government buildings and schools serve as a stark reminder of the tensions simmering beneath this narrative. We must recognize that these actions, both Trump's comments and the subsequent violence, are symptoms of a deeper disease, a failure to understand the complexities of human identity. As we strive to rebuild our communities and forge new paths forward, we would do well to remember Serres' words about the other within us. The other is not just someone from elsewhere. It is also the stranger in our own midst, the one who challenges our assumptions, broadens our perspectives, and forces us to confront our own biases. In this sense, Trump's comments about Haitian migrants serve as a stark reminder that we have much work to do. We must stop considering the other as an obstacle to be overcome. Instead, We should strive to see them as fellow travelers on this shared journey called life. Only then can we hope to build a world where difference is celebrated and identity is understood in all its complexities. For it is in embracing our own ambiguities that we may yet find a way forward into a brighter, more inclusive future. Thank you for listening to today's episode of French Philosophers React. Be sure to come back tomorrow for more reflective takes on the day's news.